Hello. So this chapter is all about organizational development. This chapter is all about organizational development. The part I have selected to discuss is about managing change. This will be broken down into several different parts. The two parts I'm going to discuss in depth are the sacred cow hunt and employee acceptance of change. When it comes to change within an organization, there are many different reasons as to why a change would occur in the first place. A few of the reasons that this could happen are because a company may have to downsize, so they might have to cut out certain departments. They might have to just cut back on employees. This comes with making the changes within the organization. It could also be reorganizing departments, which could either be combining departments together, again, taking away, just reshuffling around for the way the new company is going to be. And also a huge part of change from a company, probably one of the most common ones, is new people coming in. And by new people, that could be a CEO, management, someone from the upper department, which is going to really want to make the changes that all the other departments will be. Well, that's why the changes are going to happen from coming up from the top to make the place better when they're coming in. So the first step in an organizational change starts with a sacred cow hunt. This happens when an organization examines their company from top to bottom to get rid of the practices that are no longer useful. So this is evaluating everything that is within the department or within the different departments and seeing what really is benefiting the company and what isn't. Common questions when examining what's beneficial is the why. Why do we have this? Why are we doing this? How did we start this? Is there someone else that's doing this? And can someone else be doing it differently? And can a different department do this together? And that would go back into like combining different departments. So those are just a few questions that you ask as you're looking into this and organizing, beginning to reorganize your company. The first, so there are three different types of sacred cows, and the first one is called the paper cow. This is all about paperwork, evaluating, analyzing, seeing what paperwork that is in the departments, everything that they have, what's useful. Have we looked at this paperwork? When was the last time we looked at this paperwork? So that's where you can take away. Can we move on to the computer? Since especially now in our world, how everything's technology based to begin with. So getting rid of all the paperwork that's unnecessary. The next is the meeting cow. And the meeting cow is analyzing your meetings. So is our time being used wisely? Can we be doing things better? Are we even discussing things that we need to be discussing? How useful is our meeting that we're having? Did we get anything out of it? And these are all just the common questions when you're really looking for change within the company to be looking more in depth. And then the last cow is the speed cow. This is about assessing deadlines that you have set. So this would be, again, analyzing what's necessary, the deadlines that we have set up, like this needs to be done by this date. Does it really need to be done by that date? Can it be sooner? Am I giving you too much time? Not enough time? All of those questions are what happen and go with the speed cow to really understand and figure out what knowing what's really beneficial. It's important to ask the why in all these questions, even when things are running smooth. because no matter what, there's always going to be some type of room for improvement. There can't be any more, I mean, there could be more error, but when you're looking at the company as a whole and trying to see where you can make the cuts that you need, that's when there's always going to be room for improvement, and really making sure you're analyzing and looking at everything. So the next part is employees' acceptance to change. And this is actually broken down into 5 different stages. What'd you say? Stage 1 is denial. This is where employees don't believe that the changes are going to stay. And they're very much so going to express that what they're doing isn't going to work. And that's just, always, I mean, with anything in beginning stages of denial, I feel is the first one. So stage 2 is defense. As the employees are shifting to seeing the changes are happening, they're going to reconnect with why things were the previous way and how the previous way makes more sense than the new way that that the people are trying to enforce or create. Stage 3 is discarding, and this is the point where employees realize they don't have a choice but to make the changes the company wants. Employees have to accept the changes. So it's settling in, okay, we're a month into this, however long into this, and you're seeing that this is really happening and this is sticking, and I need to get with the program or get out of the program. And there's not really any other options. You're not going to be able to go back to the way it was before. So you have the choice to accept it or don't. Stage 4 is adaptation. As for the employees are becoming fully engaged in the new ways, they'll become tested with the new changes and at times become easily frustrated. So as you're settling in, and you've been there for a while and you're just still set in your ways, it can get a little frustrating at times, just adapting and learning the new ways about everything. And then the final stage is internalization. This is stage 5. This is where the employees have fully accepted the change and are well aware it's all it's all done, and the new employees are settling in and they have an understanding of the systems, and everything is just coming together. A clearer mind. It really helps when the upper people are upbeat and sticking with it and excited about the change and reminding the employees about the benefits of this and how it's really only, yes, it's beneficial for the company, but they're thought about too in these decisions, that it's not just 100% for the company. Like, of course it is, but the employees were considered during this, and working more efficiently for them, that's going to benefit them. So yeah, thank you.